Welcome to Massive Beers. My name is Matt. We do the beer stuff here, and part of beer stuff is beer mails. Yeah, beer mails. They're the best. They're the best mails. I think they're the best mails. What mails could possibly be better than beer mails? I mean, birthday card mails, Christmas gift mails, but beer mails is so good. They're so good, and typically they're so delicious. This is a long time first time, I guess. I don't know, long time. This is from Phil from Illinois. He reached out to me and he said, "Hey man, I homebrew. I would like to send you some homebrew." I said, "Hey Phil, I like homebrew. I'd appreciate it if you sent me some homebrew." Paraphrasing, basically, to a certain extent. And he sent some stuff off. We got it today. We're supposed to get it yesterday. It came today. I don't know what's in here. Didn't tell me styles or anything like that. Not that I like the suspense. I like not knowing what's in here. So yeah, we're gonna open this up. We're gonna go through what he sent us and go from there. So there we go. I'm like hustling to get on camera. I did a beer review right before I came on camera, and I spilt stuff everywhere. So I'm like cleaning up like a maniac, running everywhere. Here we go. Let's dive into this. That's good. This is a good beer. What beer is this? Am I gonna tell you? I don't know. It's a hazy, as you can see, but it's a weird hazy. It's a hazy you wouldn't expect. Let's put it that way. It's Half Acre. It's their Daisy Cutter. They made a hazy version of Daisy Cutter, which is just fundamentally fantastic and wrong at the same time in all aspects, and which is fitting because I'm unboxing a mail from Illinois, so I might as well do an Illinois beer review before I send stuff off. Yeah, it's delicious. First things first. A man after my own heart. I'm assuming his name is Phil. That the package it in a garbage bag thing has always been my tenet, my thing I tell people to do when it comes to shipping stuff, because if stuff leaks, then it just doesn't get everywhere in the package. In the package gets delivered. Note time. What was that? Carson used to do that. He was a great something or other. That's what we have here. Hey, Matt. 1T. Thumbs up. Hope you enjoy the beers all the way from Springfield, Illinois. Been homebrewing for about 3 years, and I'm an avid follower of your page and figured I'd embrace some humility and see what someone with solid chops in the beer community has to think about my offerings. Appreciate it, brother. I'm also including some local brews from my area that you might never get to encounter. Very cool. A little information about my beers. We'll cover that in a little bit because I want to be surprised when we dive in here. So, Will, what's going on, homie? It's been a minute. Hopefully you're doing well. So let's do this. This is filled with like shredded paper. Good packing. Annoying, but good packing. So let's put it down here, and then we'll just rip beers out of here, and we'll. This feels like I'm like bobbing for apples or something. It's kind of very fun. Ooh, double plastic bags. Okay, that's one. One packet. Ooh, he put cold packs in here too. Look at you, duder. I'm kind of excited about that. Here. You remember, maybe I'm dating myself. I just went to trivia with my wife, and we got third. We should have won first because we were eating. It was during dinner, and I started to goof off and like answer questions funnily. I don't know why, write like stupid answers, and we lost by 4 points. But one of the questions was what movie in 1980 did Queen make the soundtrack for? It was Flash Gordon. And remember, I don't know if you've watched Flash Gordon, the movie, before, but I feel like there's something else in here. I feel like it has enough weight for I'm missing a beer, and I don't want to miss anything. Now it's a cold pack. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I just wanted to double check. The cold pack might need to get it there. Okay. Anyway, And there's part like Flash Gordon where he reaches his arm, or the Baron or Flash reaches his arm in a log and gets sting and die. It's kind of what I felt like I was doing right there. Anyway, let's unwrap this one first. This one is the one that's most protected. Burps. The worm thing. Yeah. Will knows when I'm talking about the worm thing. It like stinks you. Ooh, okay. We're gonna open this one not first because I want to open a homebrew first. That's more important, and that's not homebrew. At least the label isn't really the homebrew. It looks pretty fancy. And I'm not a dig. No, because I love your labels. They're not fancy. We have. First off, we have Mexican Cousin. I love the Hello, My Name Is labels. Something about it. I've gotten in a homebrew before. It's not an original concept, but every time I get somebody who does that on homebrew, it absolutely tickles me pink because I love them. Mexican Cousin. This is, I don't know if you can see this on camera, hyper clear. I'm assuming this is a Mexican lager. We're going to see in his notes. So I didn't want to read them before we unwrap stuff. And the second offering, a little moist in here. That's probably from the... I was like, maybe it's the beer's leaking, but I think it's because he cold pack shipped it and there's a little condensation there. Lavender Haze. That's got to be hazy IPA. It's not super hazy, but we're assuming we're dealing with a hazy IPA with what can I only assume is lavender inside. And then we have two offerings, brewery stuff. Triptych. I've heard of this brewery before. I've never had anything from them before. This is their Prickly Pear Goes. Okay. Prickly Pear Goza. Sour with prickly pear, key lime, and salt. I should be good with this. And by that, I mean, I've been like with sour beers. I have had an allergic reaction. Over the past year or two, I've been developing one. Last time I had it was drinking a Goza. But I think that one I'm almost certainly was in a foeder. I don't think it's actually the sour part of it. I think it's actually a foeder thing. And there's certain things that can key me off, but I'm definitely gonna review this because Triptych Brewing. It looks really cool. Plus, I did prickly pear. Anything. And then we have a bottle that I'm not gonna lie to you, has me super excited because it looks like some kind of. It's got to be barrel aged, and the label looks killer, even from inside the package. So I don't know what the hell this is, but first off, another Triptych. This is another peculiar point in time, a barrel aged barley wine style ale. Barrel aged barley wine style ale, conditioned on whole bean intelligentsia coffee. Coffee, yeah. 16.6 barley wine style age, conditioned on amberana wood, which I'm saying that wrong. Amberana wood tastes like cinnamon to me, so I can dig that. Wood and then age in bourbon barrels and then condition on whole coffee. Listen, I am more than excited about the homebrew. That's the thing that really has me. Can't help but get a little bit hot and bothered about that sucker over there. So, yeah, because I can't remember the last time I had a coffee barley wine, and I can't remember the last time I had a bourbon barrel barley wine. Seems like that's like few and far between nowadays, at least off the shelf where I live. So I appreciate it. But notes time. Let's see what we got going on here. Little information about my beers: Mexican Cousin, Mexican Lager. We were right. Coming in at 5.1% and 23 IBUs. I love crushable lager. For summer, and this is my third take on a style of beer. Brewed with Zaz hops, traditional, in late edition of Motueka. Cool. To bring out some of the citrus lime vibes and also infused with lime zest. Listen, I think I could definitely be the team leader in like, let's keep lager, like keep it simple, stupid, and don't mess with it. I love lime. I love lime and lager. Like, Scrag Mountain Pills Lime, Levante Brewing in PA, close to me. My buddy Joe from Old NAP beer reviews. They made a lime lager. Lime and lager, it belongs. It needs to be there. I'm here for it. I can't wait to drink that, brother. Plus, homebrew lager. And that ish looks hyper clear. Lavender Haze, our homebrew club, shout out to the Prairie Schooners, are doing a quarterly brew competition this year in May. And for May, and the theme was herbs and flowers. I brewed a traditional wit beer. Okay. Wit beer and added lemon zest and lavender to the boil to add a fruity and floral component to the beer. That's very cool. I like, listen, I'm drinking a hazy. I'm kind of, my eyes twitching about this barley wine. You're talking about Mexican lager and then just this, little bit of a wit beer. I love that. I love that it's not just, I sent you my version of pastry stout. Not that I hate those things. It's just something very cool about it. A homebrew says, I already read that part. Very cool. And the beers from Triptych are out of Savoy, Illinois. They make some really solid beers, and they have garnered quite the following throughout Central Illinois. Hope you enjoy. Phil Maggio. He put his name there, so I'm reading it. Springfield, Illinois. Thank you very much, brother. This is very... Will. Classic Will's like, review them all now. No, that would not be fair. That would not be fair to all of these beers. And I just don't feel like it. I gotta give these their proper due. They're due. They're worthy to stand on their own petard, if you will. So you're gonna have to wait. Not gonna lie. This is probably gonna get reviewed tonight or tomorrow because I'm gonna put it in the fridge and we'll see where we're at. But Phil, thank you very much, dude. Very cool. Anytime anybody sends off beer, I'm absolutely flabbergasted. I appreciate it. I love the love. There's just something about homebrew that makes it a little bit more. At the beginning of this, Phil, kind of talks about taking the plunge and sending something off to about humility and someone with solid chops. I appreciate that. I wouldn't say that. I mean, always confident, often wrong. But to put yourself out there is a very scary thing, whether it be music, food, beer, whatever, any kind of artistry, to put yourself out there and let somebody kind of talk about your stuff freely is kind of, it can go from humility to humiliating to whatever, because I'm going to be me. I owe it to Phil and I owe it to homebrew people to tell them what I think is what I think 100% correct or the law. Or no, it's just what I think. And I think I've always kind of felt like I have a firm enough grasp to where I can talk about things in beer in an intelligent manner, but at the same time, everybody has their own taste. So, but my point is talking about whether I like it. And if I perceive any kind of negative things and flaws, I owe it to the people sending me the beer to say those things, not necessarily dump on the beer or trash the beer. That's not what we want to do. I don't think what anybody wants to do. But one thing I found out about me kind of growing up through beer is all the homebrewers that I met, I think I got a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Respect is probably the bad word, but I'll use that. Because I didn't just blow smoke up their ass. It wasn't like, oh man, this is great. Oh wow, that's really, really good. I don't think that helps anybody. If it's really, really great and really, really good, that's fine to say. But I think, why is it great? Why is it good? But I think a lot of people, especially with, people they know, friends and family, and if someone's making something, even if they don't like it, they'll find something to like about it and they'll fixate on that point. And I think when it comes to homebrew, I'm not saying that's an overtly negative way to be, but it's not constructive. It doesn't help out the brewer. And that's the whole point of it. If someone's going to put themselves out there, send random beers to a stranger. Yeah, I owe it my best to just, give my honest thoughts. And I definitely will. So thank you very much, Phil, for sending these off. Hopefully I do them solid. Hopefully I do them proper. I appreciate the Triptych tag-alongs. And hopefully I get these up sooner rather than later. So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the unboxing. Hopefully you enjoy me reviewing these beers. Will, I appreciate you stopping by, brother. Very much appreciated. And hopefully you enjoy the rest of this weekend, and hopefully we see you next time. Cheers, y'all.